and welcome back to Parking Lot Chats with Corn
and Bo.
So I forgot to tell my last Disney news last week.
Yeah, because I had to pee.
Yeah, but well,
we were supposed to come back, and then we just do it.
Well, and then I was like,
Yeah.
But before I forget, I do want to say, because it's exciting, the adult situation, the GEO.
Oh, the adult restaurant.
Yes.
Epcot, is that right?
Yes, it's going to be an adult lounge. It's opening June 4th.
Oh, that's soon.
I say that without paperwork in front of me, so give me a second, because I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is somebody that I know. Wild. Okay, the GEO-82 lounge will open on June 4th, and so they're going to do a fireworks party. I don't know how to feel about this. If someone goes, they can tell us how they feel about this. So at Magic Kingdom, they do the fireworks parties, and it's almost $200 per person. Some people love it and insist that it's worth the money. Some people think it's the biggest piece of shit they've ever done.
Okay, so I don't understand. What is it?
So you get a special seat, and then you get like free desserts, drinks, whatever the whole time.
Okay, so fireworks party, a special area for you during the fireworks.
And then you're fed. You get like, there's like a cheese plate and desserts and like unlimited like alcohol.
Okay.
But it's
but
like
only during like, the fireworks.
Right.
Or like maybe a little bit before.
The shows. Yeah, and I mean, it's typically like half an hour, so it's not.
Yeah, but you're not drinking that much in a half hour, to be honest. Like how many, like I'm getting one drink down maybe.
Some people insist that it's worth it for the spot. I don't know that I would pay that for the spot, because you can also, at Epcot and at Hollywood Studios, you can typically do, oh no, that's for the concert at Epcot, I think. For the concert at Epcot, they do a, like, eat to the beat, where you get, like, a dinner at a sit-down restaurant, and you pay, like, a set price, and then you also have, like, a seat for the concerts.
Right.
And then, but this one is going to be, it sounds like it's going to be like the fireworks. It's called a dessert party at Magic Kingdom. And I think it's a little less than this, but not much. Okay, so for this one, it's going to be seated at a private table alongside the windows of GEO-82, positioned to enjoy the views of the firework that evening.
So it's
champagne?
inside.
Yeah.
You're in the restaurant with a seat on the window for $179.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
And that gets you what? You were just going to say that.
Okay, champagne that's specially selected by the sommeliers at Walt Disney World Resort, or event-exclusive cocktails if you prefer. Tasting tower of savory light bites available before Luminous, the Symphony of Us begins. A selection of sweets during Symphony of Us. And we'll see what it looks like. I'm very curious to see what it ends up actually, what people think. Because some people at Magic Kingdom insist that it's worth it. And, like, I guess it depends on you, too. You know what I mean? Like we said before, like, if you're coming over here from another country and it's a one-time thing and you're planning on spending that kind of money, do your thing. For me,
is it $179 for the table?
No, per person.
Per person?
Per person, plus tax.
That ain't worth nothing.
Plus tax and gratuity.
What? I'll bring my cheese platter in my handbag and watch it from outside. I don't know. That's great.
I think it depends. I think
it does. It definitely
you know what I mean?
does.
It's because, like, you don't spend $200 on, like, a good night out. You know what I mean?
No, you're talking $400 for a couple.
Right. But, like, a good night, like a fancy dinner,
I ain't spending that.
I'm not either, but I know people that do easily. I know people that go out and spend that easily per person every weekend.
But that's not even a meal.
No, but I know people that spend that on drinks. You know what I mean?
People do spend that in a freaking weekend, but that's the third. I don't know.
I think it depends on your priorities. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I'm curious to see what people think about it. Because, like, people insist it's worth it at Magic Kingdom. And it's not even, I don't think it's, and at Magic Kingdom, it's like, I don't think that the seating is great. And people will say that, like, they paid for it and they didn't even see the fucking fireworks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And, like, I think it's a little less, but, so I'm curious to see what people think.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for it. I also can't get in because it's 21 and up, and I'm not going, you know what I mean? Child free, unfortunately.
Yeah, she's 21.
Right. I'm 21. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting in there.
Right.
So I'm very curious. Reservations will open on May 6th.
Today.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Today.
The 5th.
Today is
Cinco de
the
Mayo.
5th. You're right.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
For all you Cinco celebrators.
Right.
Such a random.
It is. So I'm excited to see what that really plays out to be, because I feel like it's a little wild, but I know that some people think that it's really worth it. They have some other little things while we're here.
Yeah.
I'm hearing really good things about Thunderbolts, the new Marvel movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be closing out Phase 5 of the MCU. I am very behind on all the MCU shit, so I can't even get there because I don't think I watched the last, like, 2 or 3 movies. We've just been busy.
Right.
Too busy for adult stuff. Country Bear Romeo McGrowell is going to be appearing for meet and greets at Magic Kingdom. I feel like the Country Bears are creepy as shit.
He's kind of creepy.
Yeah. I'm not interested in meeting him.
That is where you'll find the little kids crying.
Right. Like, he's terrifying. I've heard the new show's pretty good. I haven't even been into that, though. The Seas is going to be back to opening regular hours on May 27th. The aquarium in Epcot had been closing early. It had been closing at 7 p.m., which honestly got me last time I was there. I was like, why the fuck is the aquarium closing at 7 o'clock?
Yeah. And everything else is open till, like, 9?
9, yeah. So, I don't know. Okay. So, the new Summer Magic ticket is coming for Florida residents. I think it's exactly the same as the spring one that we had.
Okay.
It's the $60 per day. So, the 4-day ticket's $240, the 3 days $225, the 2 days $210. And then, like I said, the park hopper's $40. They say per ticket, but it's per one, not per day, which I thought it was going to be. So, if you want the 4-day with park hopper, you're only looking at $280.
Oh.
So that's not bad because we did the 3-day with Park Hopper, and like I said, I couldn't remember. We paid less than $300, so it must have been $265 or whatever plus tax. These options expire September 27th. Reservations are required, which is always a thing. Entry subject to park capacity. That's always a thing.
I thought they were talking about doing away with the reservations, weren't they?
So we don't have reservations all the time. What they're like phasing them out. So like we have good to go days. So, like, on some day, but, like, that doesn't apply to everybody.
Right.
That's only for pass holders. Right. So, like.
So, anybody needs a reservation now? Like, if you buy a ticket, you have to have a reservation.
Yeah, and, like, typically, if you're buying a one-day ticket, you're buying it for that day. So, that is your reservation.
Right.
You don't have to buy it for the date. If you get one of these, you get to reserve it later. But, like, a lot of times now, like, when you go on to buy a one-day ticket, you're picking your day then. But you don't have to. But it's tiered pricing. So, like, a Monday ticket's not the same price as a Wednesday ticket. Right. So, if you buy a Monday ticket, you got to go on Monday. So, that's kind of anyway. But, like, they're phasing it out with us at least. So, like, we have some, like, good-to-go days. But they're kind of doing it as they know. So, like, I have reservations for some times coming up that could end up turning into good-to-go days. Because they don't. It's a crowd calendar, so it's just guessing. So, they don't really know a month ahead what it's going to be like.
Right.
No. So,
I mean, crowds are very unpredictable.
Right, especially with Epic.
Right.
That's throwing a whole, you know what I mean, wrench into their regular crowd calendar. Okay, sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I interrupted you.
Oh, and then...
To ask you about the reservation thing.
Goofy Core, okay. They're closing Communicore Hall temporarily on May 12th because they're going to transform the space into Goofy Core, a limited-time character-focused play experience led by Goofy. Disney describes Goofy Core as an immersive environment where kids and families can dance, play, and interact with Goofy through a lineup of games and DJ-led dance parties.
You think they're pushing Goofy because the Goofy movie, too, they've been pushing?
Maybe. That makes sense. And, like... I see a lot of people complaining that he doesn't have enough FaceTime.
Yeah.
People like him. He's getting, like, a real, like, cult following. I mean, like, I'm sure he always has, but, like, I feel like it's been coming up a lot more, like...
Well, I feel like that Goofy movie's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Because did they just now add it, I think, right, to Disney Plus? Like, it never was there? Or something like that?
The Goofy movie's been there. I've watched it.
So then why
they put that new documentary.
Oh, that's what
And now they're casting for a Goofy movie, too.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, they're going to... But remember, I told you about the documentary. I think it came out, like, last month.
Yeah.
So this temporary closure applies only to the indoor hall space. The outside still going to be normal.
Be there? I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, Max wears his Powerline suit at Hollywood Studios during like Halloween and some other times. I've seen like Max wear. Yeah, Max wears like a Powerline outfit.
That's cool.
And you see a lot of people wearing like their Powerline shirts, and I'm jealous. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to pick up my screenshots, but they look like the internet, so I just picked up the internet. And I think that's all I had for Disney. There's not honestly. If you Google Disney News right now, it's just Star Wars stuff. Yesterday was Star Wars Day, and they had a lot of cool stuff. There's a light up popcorn bucket that looks like a fucking Death Star, but good luck getting that.
Right.
There's some cool new snacks and stuff, but nothing like
I have cool Disneyland news.
Yay. Oh, is that other thing that I forgot that I sent the other day? You sent it to me and then I sent it on something else too.
I don't know.
I know what you're going to say.
That
Or
the
not.
bananas.
No,
Oh.
it's something else though, but you reminded me that I had something else that I sent. Okay, so tell me about the
The
bananas.
Savannah Bananas are going to Disneyland. They're calling it Banana Day at Disneyland. And it is May 28th. They're all going to be there.
Oh, that's fun. Are you going to go? Are you going to fly across the country to go to Disneyland to see them?
I am not. But
I'm not.
if I lived in California and had Disney passes, actually, I think Disneyland is cheaper, isn't it, than Disney World? But if I lived out there, I'd probably go. But
Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine.
I was just going to say, I don't understand Disneyland's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their regular pricing, yeah, sometimes they have some good deals. Their Magic Key situation is out of fucking control, and I don't understand it. Magic Key is their annual passes. Disneyland has more local visitors than Disney World. So their annual pass situation is a whole tiered fucking nightmare. And it's very confusing. And if you make reservations and then you don't go, you get a strike. And once you get like 3 strikes, they block you for like a month, but you're still paying. It's a whole because everyone over there is annual pass holders because it's a smaller, more intimate park and there's more people that live close by.
Right.
Whereas Walt Disney World is such an international thing that like we don't have any of that. If I make a reservation, I don't make it. I don't know what's ever happened because I've never done it. But like, it's not. I don't think I'm getting fucking strikes on my record and getting banned over it.
Right.
And it's a whole fucking thing out there. And like, there's certain. It's called Magic Key, and there's tiers to the shit, and it's very confusing, and I don't understand it. But I think you're right that like regular guest tickets are cheaper. Their hotels are. We couldn't afford it. You know what I mean? We'd be staying at the fucking Hojo Anaheim.
California. Everything's expensive out there. Like
Yeah.
hotels, you know?
Yeah, but like I think like the Disneyland hotel and like all that is wild from what I've heard, like very expensive.
Yeah, but all the Savannah Bananas will be in Disneyland May 28th.
If you have the right Magic Key and you can get a date.
And you can get in.
I don't know how it works. It's very confusing to me, honestly. Every time I feel like I'm gonna like, and like why? Why do I even need to look into it? But sometimes like I want to understand it. Yeah, and I can't understand how it works. I don't get it. It's like it's like a crazy Excel spreadsheet to understand what you can do with what key. No, you sent it to me on TikTok after I sent it here. Yeah, that. When you said you had Disney news, I was like, wait, you did send something and I sent it too. Someone climbed the Tree of Life.
Yeah, to take a picture.
You can't go climbing things to take your pictures.
What they were doing?
I don't get it. I don't get it. And like, you want to get banned for that? Because that's how you get banned.
Oh, for
sure. Or you're getting banned. And like, so, you know, like we like the internet, obviously, right? Like we do this. We have our own pages. But I don't think that we're the kind of people that do anything for a picture, right? Like we have to understand that like some things are more important than a picture, like being able to go into Disney World or your life, right? Like, did you see that someone else just got impaled?
No.
Someone got impaled while trying to climb spike fences at the Coliseum to take pictures. You can't go in the no-go zones to take your pictures. You can't climb the Tree of Life. You can't climb the fucking security fence around the Coliseum.
Like, on the Tree of Life, though. Like, why do we need that?
You don't?
Right.
And here's the cool thing about the Tree of Life. There's paths on both sides. You can walk underneath it. There's a waterfall. There's a tunnel. You can literally walk right up to it and underneath it. Where were you trying to go?
Yeah, she was on it.
And, like, why and how? Like, you literally can walk, like, I have, like, pictures and videos, like, underneath. You can walk underneath. There's a whole pathway that we're all allowed on. And there's benches on either side carved into the fucking animals. You can sit. Like, we go there a lot because we get, like, overrun by the crowd. So we go because not a lot of people know that it's there. And, like, you are allowed there. It's a path. There's a lot of, like, walking paths in Animal Kingdom that, like, you can take that, like, not everybody knows about because it's... So many people are focused on the rides and, like, the bigger animals that, like, there's so many little trails and things that we're allowed to walk on. Why would you walk in the tree?
Right.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the Coliseum thing either.
Yeah. Horrifically impaled. Is there another way to be impaled? Isn't it all horrific? You know what I mean? Did you need horrifically? I don't know. I guess that's a good adjective.
For the headline catching.
Right? Horrifically impaled. I feel like being impaled is horrific either way. No matter where you're at. So that's what's going on in Disney.
Yeah. Fun stuff. What's going on tonight? Oh, the Met Gala.
The Met Gala is going on tonight.
Yeah.
So I started to see some pictures of people's outfits. Obviously, as usual, I don't know who everybody is. Remember last year I was insisting Lindsay Lohan was there, and it wasn't. It was some other redhead.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I don't know who anybody is. Sydney Sweeney, I only know who she is because I watched White Lotus, and she was in the first season. She looked nice.
Yeah,
I liked her dress.
I only know who she is because she's been, they've been talking about her hanging out with Glenn Powell, but then she just had like a fiance, but then they weren't together, or they were together. I don't know, but
yeah,
that was some crazy lightning.
We might get a situation over here. But
it's been nasty today. So, and then there was, did she do a movie with Glenn Powell or something?
Was she in the
like that?
Twister movie? I didn't watch the new Twister movie. I heard it was
Maybe
good. And I
she
meant
was.
to,
but then they were like at his sister's wedding, like she was with him. Well, we don't know if she was like really with him, but they were both there. And
why was she at his sister's wedding if she wasn't with him?
Maybe she became friends with the sister.
Who's the sister?
I don't fucking know, but people know people.
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe
sure.
she was there with him. Maybe she was there with the sister. I don't really know. Is she a fiance? Does she have a fiance? I don't know. Is she hanging out with Glenn Powell? I don't know. But that's why I know who she is.
Well, I like her outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Wait,
it's giving
what was
planetarium vibes.
What was the theme? Do we know? I was going to look that up and I forgot to.
I don't know, but she looks like the planetarium's wall.
Met Gala theme 2025. Okay, well, she's very on theme. Superfine tailoring black style, which explores the history and evolution of black dandyism, and its influence on fashion and identity. The exhibition, curated by Monica Miller and Andrew Bolton, examines how black style, particularly tailored menswear, served as a form of resistance and self-expression within the black diaspora. Okay, well, I thought when I read black style at first, I thought they were talking about just like
the color.
The accompanying dress code is tailored for you, encouraging guests to embrace their personal style and interpretation of the theme.
I was wondering, that makes sense, because I keep seeing these weird suits, but it's not a suit. And it's like tail, like there's one, and then there was another one that was a suit, but it was like green and it was cool. So like the suit situation's making a lot more sense.
Yeah.
That's not the one I liked. I mean, I like it. She looks like Puss in Boots.
Zendaya too, I saw showed up, but I didn't see what she.
Tiana Taylor looks
she
like
does kind of look like
Puss in Boots, right? She does. She does. So people like to do their people take like these people's red carpet and then they put it next to Disney characters all the time, and I really enjoy that, and I'm very excited to see how that goes. Someone's definitely going to get her Puss in Boots. Where's the green? This woman was wearing a green suit, and I was like, why? I don't know.
Did they have Zendaya there?
I didn't see it here. I'm going to go to E-News now.
I saw her there earlier.
Oh, Pamela Anderson? She looks like she's wearing
doing
a tinfoil outfit.
Makeup thing again. It's not very tailored to her, is it?
No, and I don't mind the no makeup, but I hate the bangs. I hate her fucking bangs right now. Why are they so short?
I don't know. Did you see
Oh, Simone Biles is cute.
That is cute.
It's reminding me of Alice in Wonderland.
Did you see you know that stupid
Where's this
the TikTok trend where it was like, that was rude. That was pretty and rude.
No.
Oh, is that that's
a green suit.
Oh, I thought that was Jared Leto just because the long hair and
you know
the suit. Until I really looked.
I get it. It does look like Jared Leto. But that's what I saw the green suit and I was like, I mean, it's a vibe. It's a weird vibe, but it's a vibe. But I didn't know what all the suits were about, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tailored. I saw I saw a second ago and I said that looks like Pharrell, and then it was, and I thought, you know what, I know who people are. People that have been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but I like his fucking cape. Coleman Domingo. He's just like the king of something in this fucking blue cape, and I kind of like it. It's like at my mom's funeral, and people are like, which one's your sister? And it's like the one with the fucking cape. You know? All right, what?
Oh, Shan, so you know that stupid TikTok trend?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't know what you're talking about.
Rude. That was pretty fucking rude. And, like, people just usually, sometimes they'll say, like, how someone in their family died, like, you know, like, they had a birthday gift for them and they died before they could give it to them.
That's funny.
Or something like that, like morbid humor or whatever they call it.
I like that. Dark humor.
Dark humor.
Yeah. Me and my cousin do
But
that.
Shannon Mokler.
Yeah, Travis Barker's ex-wife. Yeah,
okay.
back when they were on their Meet the Barker
she
shit.
posted, she did that trend, but she wrote, hold on, I gotta read it. When your fiance walks a red carpet holding hands with another woman on international TV and you're watching it live from the couch like it's a season finale.
Who's her fiance?
So it's old,
And
she's just bringing up the past. And it was when she was dating Oscar Isaac. Oh, no, not Oscar Isaac. No, sorry.
Wait, wasn't he the Moon guy?
Oscar and I, yeah. She said, I don't know who Oscar
She mean Oscar De La Hoya. She was married to. That's who she had her first kid with.
Okay, then not too much. Because she said, FYI, Oscar and I have buried the hatchet on that, and I have no bad feelings anymore. This was just good fun.
That would have been like 30 years ago, right?
Yeah, I know. I guess she just wanted to, that's what she thought of when she decided she wanted to do the trend.
Well,
it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
It is old news, though, but I did it, and I was like, when you're arguing with your kids and they have a valid point.
That's a good one. That one's good. Yours is better.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what else was going on in the Derby happened over the weekend, right?
Yeah, I don't pay any attention to that. Tell me what happened. All I know is people wear hats and horses race or something, right?
Yeah, so I don't really pay much attention to it. I don't watch it. Definitely don't bet on it. Like, I'm not a bettor. But I learned a pretty cool fact. Every horse that was in the race was a descendant of a horse named Secretariat.
Mm-hmm.
And Secretariat still, as of 2023, I didn't see it updated when I was like doing my research. That he still held the record for the fastest Derby race, and he raced in like 73 or something like that.
Are they all always descendants of him, or just this year?
This is a lot of them, majority, but this is the first year that everybody single one was. Yeah,
that's interesting.
And when he was alive in his 30 years or whatever, he had 650 foals.
Well, isn't that what they do, right? If you're a good horse,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why every horse is like a descendant of him now.
Right.
650
So all your
foals.
horses are inbred.
Yeah. Like, what the heck?
That's why none of them are ever going to beat his record, because he's fucking tainting his own bloodline.
Right. Now you're just like messing it up.
You're like,
yeah.
If they're all sleeping with right? Like, you're breeding them all together. That's how that has to happen, right?
That's why he'll always
do the fastest, because you're just
now they're
watering down your fucking
him.
genetics. Yeah.
I didn't think about that. That's true, though. I don't even know who won. Do you?
Won what?
The Derby.
No.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it. I thought that was cool, though. Well, interesting. Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper are officially FBO. Well, I guess it's IGO now.
What does that mean?
Instagram official.
Oh, okay.
FBO is Facebook official, but nobody does Facebook anymore.
No.
Now you're IGO.
That's cute. What's the age gap there? I'm just curious.
I don't know. Let's look. They've been like dating for a long time, but, they never. They never like posted or like made, you know what I mean? Paparazzi would see them together and stuff like that, but like neither one of them were ever on either socials. 20 years.
Oh.
Bradley Cooper is 50 and Gigi Hadid is 30.
Oh.
Just a mere 20 years. You know, it's not, I guess it's not whatever. They're both adults, so they can do what they want.
Yeah, do what you want.
But when you think back to like, she was in, whoa, that lightning was close. She was an infant and he was in college.
Right. That's what like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm in an age gap relationship, you know what I mean? Like, Eric's like 9 years older than me, but like, I feel like 20, that's pushing it. Right? Or like, I don't know if we talked about this on here before. I know that I told you about it personally, that I had met someone and she thought that I was much younger, but like felt like she was aware of his age. And she was like, oh, we just thought you liked older guys. And at first I was like, okay, whatever.
And she just turned 30. Like, she literally had a birthday bash like this week.
So he was 50 dating someone in their 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a little...
She wasn't even conceived yet and he was in college.
You know, that's all I'm saying.
Hopefully they're happy and he treats her well. Maybe that's what you need is somebody 20 years older than you for the maturity level.
Maybe. Maybe. You know what?
I don't know.
But you gotta be 30 at least before you start dating 50-year-olds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she was young as fuck. They've been together for, I mean, I would say probably a year, I feel like.
Right, so she was straight up 20-something, and he was 49.
Oh, she's the one. She does. She's the one that has the baby with Zayn.
Is that the one
One
that
Direction
fell out the window? Or
no,
that was his friend?
That was Liam, right? Liam.
Yes.
I
get them a little confused because I'm not a big One Direction fan. Don't tell my cousin I said that. I'm kidding. She knows.
But wasn't Gigi Hadid before she had the baby with Zayn? Wasn't she hanging out with the one from The Bachelor that lives in Jupiter and Tyler Cameron? Weren't they hanging out?
I don't know who that is.
I only know because look at that first thing. Tyler Cameron and Gigi Hadid. Yeah, right after he filmed The Bachelorette.
I gotta tell you, I don't even know what she's
hanging out with her.
I know that her and her sister or something are famous, and
They're
I don't
just
know
models.
why.
Well, not just, but they're not in anything. They're models.
Because I know,
and I think she might be did Victoria's. I think she was an angel.
Oh, maybe. That makes sense. Because I feel like I see them a lot in the news, and like they seem to be very popular on the internet, like sites, but I didn't know who the hell they were.
Yeah, they're models.
Okay, well, you know that makes sense. They're tall, they're thin, they're pretty.
Yeah,
I get it.
You know what else started today, but I don't know much about it because it's not being televised, and I have not seen anything come out about it, even though I heard people were camping out to get into the courthouse.
What?
Diddy's trial.
I saw this terrible police art sketch, and like, why are the what's the word?
Court.
Yeah, why are they the worst?
I don't know
why do you get the worst artists you can?
That?
Right. Like, we can't all have phones and like everything's not fucking live streamed. Why do we need them?
And well, they're not allowed to be streamed. You're not allowed to televise federal court cases, which is why this isn't being televised. So I haven't actually seen like
when did that start? Because didn't we all watch OJ, or wasn't that what I mean?
The federal thing?
Right.
Was that federal? I don't think so.
Know.
I think that was like LA County or whatever.
Oh, you know,
and
maybe.
Like the Karen Reed shit's being televised on court TV, and that's Massachusetts. Some states
so
allow it.
It has to be okay. I see what you're saying.
But the federal courts don't allow cameras,
which is fair. I saw a blurb that said that a judge made a Lord of the Rings joke, but it didn't even tell me what the joke was. And I think it was something about like all the names. I think that's what it was. It said like a judge made a joke because like in Lord of the Rings there's like a lot of crazy names, and like there's so many people against Diddy. There's a lot of names or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
And then like it was like describing the picture, and it said that he had like gray hair and a gray beard, and he was wearing a sweater over a shirt, and that he got them to allow him to wear real clothes instead of his jail clothes. And he
Isn't
was,
that
like,
a normal thing to be able to do when you're on trial, though?
I thought so, but that was all I read. I was looking for information. That was all I could get.
Yeah,
he had real clothes on. He hugged his lawyer. The judge made a Lord of the Rings joke. They were interviewing jurors. They're going to have 12 jurors as usual.
Oh, yeah. And then I saw
6 alternates.
And then I saw that one of the jurors, like, this was literally like they're grasping for headlines because they were like, one juror has a connection to the case. She has a sister that has been sexually assaulted.
Everybody got a sister that's
sexually
assaulted.
And I'm like, that's not really like, that's terrible, and I'm so sorry for her sister, but I don't understand why that's a headline.
It's not. They're just, like you said, they're reaching because they got nothing else.
Right. Like they just need to talk about it.
Right.
So they haven't even picked the jurors yet? Like this is the very beginning? Like this is that's where it starts.
Well, they're having a problem with the jurors because they want jurors that didn't see that Cassie tape, and everybody and their fucking mom saw the Cassie tape, so good fucking luck with that. That was part of it too. They were like, it's such a high profile case that it's impossible to get people that don't already have information.
Right, I would imagine. Or already have an informed opinion on him because he is such a high profile, like, well known, been around since fucking
I'm going to see if I
The
can find what
90s.
I read, because I think it was in here, just to see if I can find it, because it did say something about, like, the amount of jurors that they were interviewing. Maybe it was in this other one.
I mean, so when it's federal, though, it's still, like, in the federal courthouse in California, right? So it's still local to California jurors, right?
Well,
Like, they're not
he's in New
picking...
York.
Oh, in New York.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, because
So
he's
it's,
been in
like,
prison in New
local to
York.
New York people.
I assume...
Because, like, we have a federal courthouse here, and you could get called for federal trial to that courthouse, right? Because we live here.
So this is the picture.
What
This is
the
what
fuck?
I mean.
Please show that picture. What is that?
Why can't we get some better artists up
What
in the fucking
is
courthouse? This is what happens, when they let
I mean,
the
I
AI
know
do
you
the art
described
instead of
it
the
to me
people.
before you just showed it to me, but that's still not what I was expecting. I'm like, that's so weird. He looks so weird.
This is what I'm saying.
Doesn't even look like him. No one's gonna see that in the future and say that's from the Diddy trial. Like, that does not look like him.
I'm pretty sure this is where I got my information, because that's definitely a stupid fucking picture that I saw. But none of this looks familiar. Like, what's Guy Fieri doing?
Who knows?
I don't... maybe this is not where
Going
I
to
got my
diners,
information.
drive-ins, and dives.
One time when I worked at Fridays, they did like a whole fucking Guy Fieri takeover, and we had to like change all the menus and have all this
I
fucking
remember
Guy
that
Fieri
when
shit.
they did that.
It was so fucking obnoxious. And you know what they do when they do a Guy Fieri takeover? They just put fucking barbecue sauce and onion rings on everything. You know what I mean? Shit wasn't any good.
Did I ever talk about... Fuck,
damn.
that lightning's crazy.
We
Did
got
I
a crazy
ever
storm.
talk about on here that they filmed an episode of My Lottery Dream Home at my restaurant that I work at?
Why do I feel like yes?
Did we talk about that?
I don't know. Maybe you just told me.
I don't know. But what, like, Guy Fieri made me think of, like, that whole, like,
Thing.
HGTV, like, Food Network, stupid shows, and, like, how, what a great, like, I mean, what a job, right? To, like, get that and then have it last that many years.
Yeah.
And you just drive around and eat at restaurants. Or, like, the guy that's, like, the My Lottery Dream Home, he just goes around the country and helps people buy homes that have a lot of money.
I can't find this now. Yeah, that is cool. One time they did one of those, like, not $1 million listing, but it was like finding like good beachfront homes for like a good deal, right? And it was like a condo in North Beach, Fort Pierce that was like under 200 grand. And they did like this, and it was on one of them HGTV shows 10, 15 years ago, right? Because I was in real estate, 5, 7, 8 years ago. And people would still be calling asking for this apartment because they saw it on HGTV. You think that's not sold?
Gosh.
You think the price of that, let me see something else in that building. Everything else in that building is up to $500,000 because that show came out 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The guy that hosts that show, though, the Dream Home, he was very nice. He was so tall, though. I was not expecting him to be as tall as he was. And then he had, like, platform freaking tennis shoes on, too, so he was, like, extra tall. I don't know, but he was so nice. I waited on them. Like, they were very nice people. The whole crew and everything.
It's bothering me. I'm still listening, but I'm still looking.
No, you're fine.
I said I was giving up, but I can't.
But I didn't, like, everyone's like, did you ask him questions? I'm like, I didn't want to.
All right, you don't want to bother people.
Yeah, I didn't want to be weird. Like,
okay.
you were working. They were working. I was working.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, so he did make a joke about the names. It's no surprise. Combs has been charged. More than 50 jurors have been brought in for interviews, according to the outlet. Though ultimately 12 will be selected, 6 alternates, set for the trial, which is set to begin May 12th. As for when the jury will be good to go, well, it totally depends on when enough people are fit to the role.
Okay, so the
blah.
jury, the trial didn't start today, but, like, the beginnings of it, like, where they're picking the jurors and shit started today.
I think they've been working on this, but then they're having problems because of the Cassie tape. As those involved with the trial noted, it won't be easy since his legal battle has been a hot topic for months. Among the evidence admitted by prosecutors is that, and while questioning potential jurors, they admitted we're not going to find a jury that has not seen this footage. So, they're looking for, like, unbiased people, and no one's unbiased in this situation.
Right.
Everybody's mad at Diddy.
Right.
So, they say the trial's starting on May 12th, which is next week. So, we'll see.
I think
Monday.
that you can have seen the tape and still form an opinion of the other evidence, though. Like, the tape's going to be shown in trial, is it not?
Yeah, but maybe they don't want you going in with that in your head.
Right.
Right, but, like, I don't know. Don't beat the shit out of people in a fucking hotel lobby then.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you about that one, dude.
Make better choices.
Right.
And then you'd have a fair jury.
Right, like, I don't feel bad for him. Like, yeah, like, everybody thinks you're a piece of shit because you're a piece of shit.
Right.
You know? What do you want? What do you want from us, man? So, yeah, it's not looking good for Diddy's juror selection. Juror is such a weird fucking word, right?
It's very odd to pronounce, yeah.
Juror. I feel like my mouth is wrong. You know what I mean? It's such a weird-ass word.
I do believe you were saying it right, though.
All right, what else do you got? Because I'm out of shit. But I will just scroll Instagram and talk about people's outfits.
The other thing, the only other thing I have that I can think of right now is that Benson Boone announced more North American concert dates.
Oh, that's fun.
like an arena tour.
So you going?
Fuck yeah, I'm going. I gotta get tickets though. They go on sale May 9th, but you have to sign up for like the pre-sale shit. You can sign up to like for pre-sale.
Did you sign up? Because that's a couple days away.
Fuck yeah, I signed up.
I was gonna say, you better get your shit together.
So you can sign up for the pre-sale like on his website, bensonboone.com, or you can go to the venue that you want to see him at, and they all are gonna have their own pre-sale codes too.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Where's your venue? Somewhere around here?
Either Orlando or Miami.
Nowhere in between?
No, but that's fine.
That's fine.
But it is like a random for those dates. It's like a fucking Tuesday, I think, is Orlando's, which means that I don't remember, but it means that the other one's gonna be like the Monday or Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like they're during the week.
Is that so weird?
I think so, but when we looked up the Nelly and Ja Rule, it's a fucking Tuesday too. Why are these concerts on Tuesdays?
Especially Nelly and Ja Rule. You know the people that are going to see that aren't old enough to stay up that late.
I know, but I want to go to it. I really do. Like, I really think I'm going to get those tickets. But it's like the weekend before. Oh, is it the same day? Fuck, I might have to choose between Nelly. I'm going to see Benson.
Yeah, here's the thing. I watched that stupid fucking, what was it, the iHeart or something? Like, Nelly sounded terrible. I'm sorry, I love Nelly, but, like, it was literally, like, a pre-recording and then him, like, yelling here and there.
It's $50. Like, it's still gonna be nostalgic and fun.
Okay.
It's gonna be, he's gonna have it, like, recorded. Like, if it's not really gonna be him singing if he's that bad.
Okay.
It's be fun. If they're not on the same date and they're like a week apart, I'm gonna just go to both. Tuesday night's full for that month.
And when is this gonna be?
September.
I'll see what I'm doing because I don't think your Nelly tickets are selling out.
No, but I probably not.
No.
But there's like only a small area that's $50, and then it goes to the lawn, and those are like 40, or it jumps up to like almost 80. But it's like those back rows of the seats at the amphitheater. You know what I'm talking about?
You might as well take them on.
That are like 50. I know, but my old ass does want a seat.
Yeah, well, bring a blanket. What if it rains?
I know, that's why I want a seat for $10 more.
That's right. Get a seat. I don't know if I'm gonna go to this. I don't think it's gonna be any good. I get what you're saying, nostalgia, but
it's a live concert. It's gonna be good.
You're gonna get a headache listening to this man try to catch his fucking breath walking across stage.
Anyways, I don't know. I think it's the same night as Benson Boone anyways. I really want to see him.
Yeah, and I feel like you've been excited about him. I feel like if it's the same time, you should go to him.
It's a week apart. I think Nelly and them were September 9th, and this is September 16th.
You can see Nelly at SeaWorld probably. You know what I mean?
Probably next year.
Yeah, because like Boyz II Men goes to SeaWorld.
I know, and so do who else was there? 98 Degrees.
Yeah, and like,
oh, they were actually at the Epcot. They do more of Disney. Yeah.
Well, and like I think Boyz II Men goes to Epcot too. The thing is, like, because those venues are inside of the theme parks, there's not that much space. So like, you have to go. Like, we went to SeaWorld when Hanson was going to be there, and it was like me and Eric and Ferris, and we had Kaylee with us. And me and Kaylee were like half thinking about going, but like the concert was at like 7 o'clock, and these people were lined up at like fucking noon to make sure they got the right seats. And it's like, that's not worth it for Hanson.
They did that when Joe Jonas was at, where was he at? Universal. One of the Jonas Brothers did something at Universal, and they were lined up so early.
And that is just not something that I'm doing for Hanson.
No. Although I did love them.
Yeah, Hanson was my first concert. I went with Nikki as well, and my sister and my cousins. Yeah, we went to Hanson because she was like, they're my cousins because we have the same last name.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
what I
sure
was
she
gonna
made
say,
that
but
shit
then I
up.
didn't know if you wanted to say a last name.
She's not listening to this. And if she does, I know you fucking lie, bitch.
They're not related to you.
Yeah, no, they're my third cousin. That was her always saying. You could ask my dad. Your dad just gonna back you up for whatever. I'm not asking your fucking dad. And then when you turn your back, he's like,
Liar, liar.
But we went, and her mom made us all wear shirts that spelled out Hanson. It was not a good time. It rained. It rained. It was terrible.
I won't do that to you if you go to Nelly with me. I will not make you spell Nelly on your shirt.
There's only 2 of us
I have other friends.
that want to go to that.
I don't know.
I bet you do have other friends, but I don't know.
I do have a friend that said she would go with me.
Sure.
I did.
Sure you did. Was it your kid?
No, she would tell me no for that one.
Yeah, she definitely would.
She'll go to Benson with me, though, I think.
Yeah, I bet she would.
Yeah.
I bet she would. That'll be good. That'll be good. All right, what else?
I think that was all I had, honestly, unless we would just want to do a quick look at Met Gala shit and see if anything came up.
You have something better on TikTok? Because, you're on Instagram.
Oh, there's Zendaya.
Oh, there she is. That's a nice suit.
That is tailored to her.
That is a nice suit.
She looks good. Wait, I hate when it does.
I like the flare. I want to look at my Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
what
better?
it is? Yes, it's much better.
Yeah, there we go. She looks good.
Yeah, I like that.
She always looks good, honestly.
She really does, though.
She might be like the new Blake Lively. And I say that with love, but like Blake Lively always freaking would kill the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And she hasn't been doing it the last few years. Like, not just this year because of all the drama. Like, she hasn't been there the last few years. But I feel
She's
like...
got a shitload of kids. She's probably got other things to do.
Yeah. I feel like Zendaya... Oh, here's Gigi Hadid.
Where's your boyfriend?
I don't know. They're not Met Gala official yet.
Oh.
Or red
Instagram?
carpet official.
If you scrolled over and it was a picture of him, I was going to be
funny.
like...
She looks good, though.
I don't like the hair.
Really? I kind of liked it. It's just, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like that 50s pinup, but it's like weird.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, guys, we came 120 years. We got better hairstyles.
Yeah, but this is
70
supposed
years?
to be like going back,
Okay.
right? Wasn't it?
I don't
Didn't they
know.
say that? She looks so good.
I never
Zendaya.
understand. Yeah, she really does. Honestly, I love them pants. I love the whole vibe.
Yeah, I think she killed it. I think she won it.
She always wins. Who's that?
That's
Rihanna.
But I don't think that's what is she pregnant?
They were posting pictures of her pregnant and not pregnant and doing like a flashback thing. Well, what's that say?
It says Rihanna was spotted outside the Carlisle Hotel before the Met Gala, and I'm like, I don't really speculate pregnancy, but she's pregnant. Like, that is a belly.
Or is it a fur?
No, she's
yeah, no, you
hiding
can
the
see-
belly.
you
You can
can
see
see.
the bump.
Yeah, you can see that. She's pregnant.
I don't know.
That's
if you
not just
can
a little
see
you-
on that. Like, she is pregnant. Did we know that?
I don't think so. I just saw a post where her husband was talking about...
Baby number 3 on the way. Baby number 3. So I think that was like it. That was her.
That's her announcing it?
Her announcement. I don't know.
I saw a post earlier and her husband was talking about how she just steals clothes out of his closet and how like it's not fair that it can't go both ways because he said that he like will be watching an interview and he'll be like, well, that's my fucking coat I've been looking for 3 years, and she just like wears his shit and steals it.
That's pretty
and I
funny.
thought that was fun.
Rihanna steals the show before even stepping foot on the Met Gala carpet by debuting her baby bump on the way into the Carlisle. There we go. That was her announcement. Kardashian Jenners. I don't know, man. I flip on flop on them all the time.
I've never been a fan.
Like, one day I love them and I'm a total fan, and then the next day I can't stand them. And I don't know how I feel about them right now. I think I'm annoyed by them right now.
I think I told you before, the only time I ever watched their show was when I came to your house when your kids were little to babysit, and I couldn't figure out how to change your channel, and it was always on E-News because that's just what you watched.
Sometimes I think that, like, I was, like, really, like, praising of them because I feel like they did come from nothing, and, like, this Kris Jenner, like, built this freaking, okay, not nothing, but not something either, you know what I mean? Like, she built that empire that they are, Kris Jenner.
By putting her kid on a sex tape.
But then I'm like, but she fucked a lot of people along the way, you know, including the
Including
kids
her
that she made
children. You
famous,
exploited your
so-
children to make them famous.
I know.
I can't condone that.
I know.
And then
this
like for a
is-
while I was like, oh, I thought that Kim Kardashian was doing like some good things for like I'll give Kardashian, there's this girl.
Diana Ross, she looks good.
Always.
Look at
Fucking
that.
always. Look
Yeah.
at that. Kim Kardashian got that Cyntoia Brown out. And so Cyntoia Brown was like kidnapped into fucking sex trafficking, was sold to a 40-year-old man, and he was raping her all the time, and she killed him, and then she went to jail for murder. And Kim Kardashian got her out, so I'll give Kim Kardashian that.
Right. I was going to say, wait, we don't like her? But okay, we
No,
like that.
Right,
okay.
that. I'll give... Because
Yes.
this Toya Brown shit was insane. And Kim Kardashian got her ass out of prison, which she very well should have. So, I'll give her that. Oh, what's that? Who's that?
This is
Priyanka.
Nick Jonas and what is it?
Priyanka.
Priyanka and Nick Jonas. They look good. My foot's asleep. I was trying to see if anybody like that we didn't know showing up. Oh my God, Al Roker looks dapper than ever at his first Met Gala. I love Al Roker.
He looks just as good as he does at the Thanksgiving parade. That's the only thing I ever see him in, because I don't watch like real.
Oh my God, look at him with his top hat and his blue glasses. I love
How'd he
it.
get the invite?
I don't know, but he did.
Let me see his outfit again.
It's so cute. It is old man cute. Come on, that is cute.
I feel like his top doesn't match his pants.
that is. It's not very tailored to him, but it's
No,
cute.
it's not. That's not tailored at all.
No,
And he looks like he's wearing
cute.
chef pants.
I
I like
it.
his jacket, but his pants look like chef pants. Okay, who's that?
See, some of this I'm not sure if it's new or old. You know.
Yeah.
That's who we will predict. So that's old.
Yeah, we already know
Rihanna debuts
TMZ.
new pregnancy at Met Gala.
See, that's why I
Dang,
just go to
that's
one of their
breaking
pages.
news for us right here, right on as we're talking.
Bad
This won't
Bunny
come
has a
out
nice
for 2
hat.
more days, so you'll already know this. Bad Bunny.
Look at his hat.
All right.
Let's go here so we know where we're now.
I know. I feel like at this point,
Yeah, we got it.
we're
all.
just talking about outfits, and unless you're watching us, you're not seeing any of this. If you're just listening to us in the car.
Oh, right. I forget this isn't all video.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
50. Look at that.
All right, well. if
Anything else?
Nope. I don't think so.
All right. Well, we will not be here next week.
Yeah, we're taking the week off, and yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say I'm going to finally do my surgery tomorrow.
Okay.
But,
It'll be Wednesday by the time they know, so it's too late to tell them.
yeah.
All
That's
right.
not why we're taking off anyways, but we're just going to take the week off. So we'll see you in 2 weeks back here, same time, same place.
All right. Peace out. Thanks for being here.
Peace out. Okay, down.
If you like this, share with a friend. Don't forget to like and follow.
And find us on all social media at parkinglotchats.podcast. That's Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Same handle.
Thanks for being here.